morning, everyone, and welcome to Tele Solidarite. We are very pleased to have you with us today. And today we are joined by a group of wonderful people, our wonderful people of Florida, Notre Dame Catholic Church in Fort Pierce. And I have with me today, my name is Ludwin Joseph, for those of you who don't know. And I have with me Madeline, Markeisha, and Annalie.
Yes.
And they are from the Youth Morning Star from Fort Pierce in Florida. So welcome. And you may be wondering what they doing here, and they all well coordinated in blue. Those wonderful people came all the way from Florida to participate with us in the youth rally that took place on February 17th at Centeres de la Villa. And it was a wonderful day, and we were also impressed with their presence and the fact that they made the trip. They came all this way just to be with us. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
You all smile. You must be doing good. Have you done any sightseeing while you're here?
Yes, we did.
How do you like New York?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great.
It's just like most of our first time here, so it
Cool.
was amazing to see that.
Wonderful. So it's your first time?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So you're so used to the sunshine state. It wasn't too cold. I think you brought the heat with you. Because it wasn't too cold. So thank you so much for doing that. We are very grateful. So I know you came all the way from Florida. So what motivated you to come here? How excited were you when you knew you were coming here to New York?
We were very excited because this is the first time we all traveled together on a plane, and to come see something different, like a total different environment, it's pretty great.
Wonderful. That's all?
Yeah, pretty much what.
What she said. Wonderful. So how excited were you when you got to the place where the rally took place? How was it? How did you feel like walking into the church, walking into the location where it was all gonna happen, and I knew you guys were supposed to perform? So what went through your minds?
What went through my mind was the fact that we got to see new people that we don't usually see, and how they dance and how they dress. It was very interesting to see people like so different from us, because we were so used to being around each other all the time.
So it's good to just go out and meet new people. So what is your impression of the rally? Did the rally leave an impression on you? What is your impression?
It left a lot of life lessons that we could take with us back home and that we could use as we grow up.
Can you share with us what some of those life lessons?
Self-confidence, self-determination, and to be very successful in life, and how important education is.
Oh, and also like how we shouldn't like let like other people peer pressure us into doing something that later on is gonna affect our life. We should just go like make decisions based on what's gonna be good for us, what's gonna benefit us in the future.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, you were listening. And I love the fact that one particular theme kept on coming back. Know who you are, know who you are, know who you are. Because as long as you know who you are, nobody can tell you differently, right?
Exactly.
Right? So I was telling Father Eve how talented you guys are. And you did like 2 numbers in dance.
Yes.
And it was very beautiful. You did Trusting You
Yes.
and Take Me to the King. And those were really, really great. So how long have you been dancing for?
Like
6, 7 years.
A long time. So you guys are practically professionals. Wow. So how do you incorporate dance in your ministry, the ministry you do back home? How do you incorporate dance in it?
Can you explain the question?
Yeah. How does dance, relate to the ministry, to your ministry, to the ministry you do back home in your church? How does dance relate to it? Do you use it to minister to people? Is it all fun to you, or is it some type of ministry to you?
I would say it's both fun and some type of ministry.
Fun is good.
Yeah, we dance because we love it, and the fact that we could dance in front of our church and show them how talented we are, I feel it makes all of us happy on the inside.
That's wonderful. And your choices of movements also,
Yeah,
they
yes.
vary. They're very, very good. And I still have the same. I'm trusting you, and the way you just did it. It really touched. I'm sure everybody who was there. And this youth rally happened in a month where we're celebrating Black History Month. What does that mean to you?
Black History Month means it's very important to me because it shows our heritage and how we're proud of our ancestors and what they have laid down for us. And now it's time for us to build it up because we are the future. And I feel that everyone should know that about our ancestors and how we portray ourselves.
Well, how do I feel about it? Well, it's pretty good because it's the 1 month that us Black people, we get to express ourselves, our feeling and stuff like that. And it's mostly important because people our age doesn't really know what our ancestors did for us and stuff. So basically with the Black History Month, we get to learn more about our heritage, what our ancestors did back then to make us be who we are today.
Wonderful, but you said this is 1 month you get to express yourself. I do believe that you should be expressing yourself every day of the year. This is a month where we just emphasize on it, maybe, or we enhance whatever we knew about our history. But you should be celebrating yourself because God created you as a unique, beautiful person. Your beauty, you should be celebrating your beauty, your uniqueness, your excellence, the fact that you're a queen. You are kings, every single day of the year. Look how beautiful you guys look. You should be celebrating that every day. And every morning I look into the mirror. I'm like, ooh, I'm beautiful. It's good to do because you're celebrating that because this is a gift from God. Everything you celebrate, everything you cherish, it means that you're grateful for, right? So we are grateful for the fact that we are unique. We are grateful for the fact that we are created into God's image. And God does wonderful things, right?
Yes.
Whatever He has His hands in, marvelous, right? Marvelous. Wonderful. And I wanted to talk to you also about education. They were really emphasizing on education. How important is education to you?
Well, for me, basically, education is really important because these days to get a job, they're always require you to get a high school diploma. So basically, to get where you want to be, what career you're choosing, you have to have your education and have your degree to do it. So it expands your knowledge more and it helps you become better and help people around you.
And also, education doesn't really mean I don't remember who said that. It's not a piece of paper. It helps you to know who you really are.
Exactly.
The more you learn, the more you come into yourself.
Exactly.
And the more you know who you really are. And the more nobody else can tell you who you are because you already know who you are, right? And we were talking about Black History Month. As a Haitian, how do you feel? As a Haitian American, as Haitian Americans, how do you feel about Black History Month? What does that mean to you as a Haitian American? Because we were talking about our ancestors, we were talking about, so how does that make you
How
feel?
you feel about the black history, and then especially for the black?
Beginning says I feel very strong because
Independent.
because of our ancestors and how they helped us to become the first independent republic country, Black American,
And you feel proud.
and
Yes.
Yeah. There's a sense of pride.
As a black,
And like I said, we know about all they did, but like you said too so beautifully, we have to build on it. And as we say in Creole, it's not enough to live on what they did, but we have to do our part. It's their legacy. We need to work on ours, right? We need to work on ours. I also want to talk to you about the community where you live in, your church. What is it that you do
yeah.
in your church?
As a youth group, we dance, we sing, we perform, like within our church. There's times where we have a chance to travel around the diocese, sorry, and go to other cities in Florida and show them what we could really do. Like share our
What
talents.
kind of
we also have different activities that we do with the kids, like after school programs, summer camp.
Bible study?
Summer camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, like every summer?
Yes.
Wonderful. How do you like it?
It's very fun because we learn more about God and
Wonderful.
we get to be together and go out and have fun.
And how important is God to you? How
God is
important-
everything to me, honestly. Through like hard times in life, when you feel like you can't count on anyone there, you can always like pick up a Bible or pick up a
You said
rosary.
it. You said it. And how do you try to take God to your peer? Do you do that? Like in school, I know it's very hard, and sometimes we get made fun of, because we're talking about God, we're talking about the church. So how do you deal with that in school? Have you ever encountered any problems in school because you're Christians and some of your friends are not? You want to preserve your values and some of your friends, they don't get it, Have you ever encountered those kind of problems?
Not me, because I hang around people who also believe in the same thing I do. So we all follow the same thing. We don't really have problems with that. But like if it's on social media, you just defend yourself, like defend God, because walk as He would walk, portray yourself.
I'm glad you talked about social media because Dr. Fernandez, she talked about something the other day on Saturday that she said that nothing ever goes away on the internet.
Exactly.
Nothing ever goes away on the internet. I want you, how do you use the internet, like social media, to spread the word of God? How do you do that? Do you ever use the internet to spread God's word?
Like writing Bible verses, as quotes and
Oh,
stuff.
nice. Because there are so many other things going around. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So how long has you guys been together, a group?
Probably like 7 to 8.
7 to 8 years.
11?
Yeah.
2011 is when it really started to pick up.
When it started to form.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So you say you sing in your parish, you sing at masses?
Yes. We have a choir called Youth Michael Angel Choir, and we sing at the 9:30 Mass.
They do the life thing now, started to come and do the
Maybe you should come in and, and sit with them. That would be nice. Who's the leader of the group?
I am.
Annalie! For how long?
For the past 5 years.
Wonderful! You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And your dances, your movements, who's teaching all that?
Markeisha.
Very good, Nakisha. Very good. You guys are very talented.
Thank you.
And you know talents come from
God.
God. Nothing good can come from us. Trust me. Whatever good we have in us it's really from God. And I personally was very impressed to see you guys when Fabrizio told me, "Oh, Florida's coming." I'm like, "Oh, really?" But when I actually saw you sitting in the audience, I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" It was very impressive to see you guys, the way you participated, and Father Shafar is doing a wonderful job, and that speaks volume about the kind of work that is doing in the community over there, in the parish over there. And we were very happy to see you. And I would like to talk about a few other members, because it's not only the three of you. We have a few other members here with us. And I would like to have your opinions about the youth rally. What is it that you're going to take home with you? What is it that you're going to take to Florida with you? It's okay. It's all right. You can sit down.
No, I give them the permission to sit. Hi guys.
Hello. Hi. What is it that you're taking with you back to Florida? Nothing?
Well, I'm.
Oh, a boy!
Okay. So what I'm going to take, what I'm going to take back to Florida is that like stay in school.
Wonderful.
Don't like be bad. Don't disrespect your parents and stuff. And like don't do drugs, especially and stuff.
Good for you. Good for you. And let's go to current events. One of our speakers, actually the first one, Dr. Evan Auguste, he really talked about, I think he was kind of infatuated with he incorporated so beautifully the movie The Black Panther in his talk. Did you notice that? Have you seen that movie?
No.
You haven't seen that movie? I know. But do you plan on going to see it?
Yes.
As soon as you get back home? Are you going to see it as a group, or are you going to see it individually?
Individually.
Okay. I saw the movie and it's wonderful. Many life lessons. I suggest you go and see it and discuss it in the group. Discuss different points of view in the group. Because it's I'm sure everybody here will have a different point of view, and you will learn something. You will learn something. And I suggest if you go with your friends, where you can discuss different, I was invited to the movie premiere, and I went and I saw it, and I was amazed at the values in that movie, the life lessons in that movie, and especially as a Black woman, the things you can learn, how strong we are as a people, how strong we are as human beings in general, but as a Black woman, and I don't want to give too much away from the movie, but you will realize that as Black women, you are really strong and powerful. And I suggest you go. And I told my son I plan on taking him this week since we're off from school, so I'm taking him this week. And go and discuss it in your group. And you'll understand why Dr. Evan talked about it so much. And you'll make the connection between what he said on Saturday, about strength, about not only sometimes we need to go to our elders for advice, but we do not let them define who we are, okay? But we do need to go to those people for advice, because they paved the way. You understand? But as human beings, we have flaws and we are not perfect. So our parents are not perfect, our elders are not perfect, but we can always learn a thing or two from them, right? Right?
Yes.
While we incorporate our own personalities, our own knowledge, and the fact that maybe we believe in God, and the fact that we have some Christian values that maybe a lot of them didn't have. You understand? And a lot of our ancestors or a lot of our elders, our relatives didn't have. Okay? So I really suggest that you go see it. You will not regret it. And let me know. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it went after you see it and after your discussion, okay? Is anyone adding something regarding the rally? So who didn't like the rally? By a show of hand, who liked the rally? Okay, who loved it? Who would like to come back in August?
August?
No, and August. We're so busy.
Who would like to come back in August? You would like to come back in August? We would love to have you in August. But it doesn't take away from the fact that we are so happy that you guys came all this way. You have no idea how much it meant to us to have you with us. And we, just like you came and you learned a lot from the rally, I'm sure we learned a lot from you about your resilience, about the work that you do, about how faithful you are to your ministry also. And we did learn a lot from you. So is there anything, who would like to add anything? Annalie, would you like to add anything?
No, not really.
Modeling?
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
And I want to thank Father Eve for bringing us here.
Yeah.
Letting us get this experience.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was great. Wonderful. It was great having you, and we do hope you come back, because it might be cold in New York, but the weather sometimes might be cold, but we have very warm hearts, and we are very welcoming, and you are welcome at any time, okay? So may God bless you in your ministry. Have a very safe trip back. Keep in touch. Keep in touch. We want to know how you're doing. We want to know how you're doing. Keep in touch. And may God bless you. May God bless your families. And may God bless you in everything that you do, especially in your schooling and everything that you might want to do in life, okay? Because nothing you ever do for the Lord is ever wasted. Ever wasted. And He will bless you, all right? So thank you for coming. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for accepting us. Thank you.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
And
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and we love you. And please spread the word. The next youth rally will be on August 25th. August 25th. So may God bless you all, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.